All right, ladies and gentlemen, so this is a tutorial on how to create a graph in Desmos. First of all, one of the things that I would highly recommend is that you go ahead and you log in. Now, I log in with my Google, and I like to use my school email because if Desmos ever needs to send me anything, or if they ever try to send me junk email, I don't want this on the email that I'm going to use for the rest of my life. So go ahead and log in, and then I usually come up here and I next like to try to title my graph. So I'm going to title this, Trig project 2122. Now, the reason why you want to save your graph is not for my sake. You're not going to submit your link. It's for you. If you have any issues, any errors, anything like that, you can always go back and edit it very easily. But if you don't have it saved, you might have to go back to the very beginning. Okay, the first thing we want to do is we want to type in our data. Now, I'm going to be making up data on the fly, so my data is not going to look like yours at all. So I'm going to press add, and I want to add a table so that way I can see the data points. Right. And then now the nice thing is, usually data might start at 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, but for my data is going to start at 10 and it's going to go 10 and then 11. And then notice it automatically fills it in. And I can just hit enter. And it's going to create a bunch of points for me. Okay. Now, once again, I'm going to be just making up values. I don't really know what they are. This is not anything substantial. And I'm going to go, here's 100, here's 110, here's 140. Okay, so now I've got some data that kind of looks like roughly trigonometric data. It starts off at 100 and then it goes up to 160 and then it comes back down and then it goes down to 60. So it's not going to be quite the same. Now you might notice that when I look at my graph over here, there's nothing over here. So one of the tricks that I like to use, I like to hit this little button right here and it says zoom fit. Your calculator, your TI-84 will do exactly the same thing. If you choose your window as zoom fit, it'll automatically fit your data. I press the button. Boom, now I can see it. Now I can see that this is clearly some really bad looking trig data, which makes sense because I just made it up. I'm going to delete these. That way I have a little more space. Now, what I want to do, first of all, I want to look at this function and I want to decide, is it a sine function? Is it a cosine function? Is it a negative sine function? Is it a negative cosine function? And I know that I could model this graph using a positive sine function, using a negative sine function, using a positive cosine function, or using a negative cosine function. You will have 2 periods of data typed in. I only have 1. And at this point of the project, you should have already gone through and done your graph by hand. Okay. Now, what I want to do is I want to tell it, I want to make a best fit trig function. I'm going to use maybe sine. So I'm going to say, now I know my generic equation would be y equals a sine b parentheses x plus c close parentheses plus d. Now I know that if this is my generic function, I type it in and nothing happens. Actually, let me delete all this. Delete, 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 delete. I type all this in and nothing happens. And it says slider. What's happening here? Well, it's thinking that I am going to tell it what A is, what B is, what C is, and what D is. But that is not my goal at all. I want it to tell me what A is, what B is, what C is, what D is. So what I need to tell it is I don't want you to use just any old X. I want you to use these X's paired with these Y's. So I want you to say, what's the equation that I type in X equals 10 and I'll get out 100, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So instead of telling it just X, I want to tell it, I want to use X1. Now, depending on how you're doing this, your variables might change a little bit, right? So if it says X2, then you want to use X2. If it says Y2, you want to use Y2. Just make sure that you're telling it, I want to use this X and this Y. So I'm going to come down here, type a 1. And I'm going to type a 1. There we go. Yeah. So whenever I type equals, it's trying to spit in the data and have it come out. I don't want to equal this. I want to approximate this. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the little, I call it the tilde button or the enye button. It's to the left of 1. It's above tab. It's below escape on mine. So I'm going to press shift and then tilde and delete the equals. I'm going to say approximately equal to. So just like I know that the little squiggly line means approximately equals to 1 is approximately. So what I'm telling it is, hey, given this set of X's, this set of Y's, what is the approximate value of the equations? So my equation would be Y equals A times 43.4076. I'm sorry, Y equals 43.4076 sine parentheses 0.6034 parentheses X minus 0.0674 close parentheses plus 107. You probably want to round these to 3 significant figures pretty consistently. So this gives me my best fit equation. And this is going to allow me to be able to look at it and to try to estimate truly, do I think that my data did a good job? Did it do a better job than the original function? Okay. Now, if you, for example, got a crazy looking period, and it gave you a period that was like just zigzagging, like up and down, up, like right through here. And you said, okay, I don't want it to choose the period. I want to choose the period. You can go in and you can delete one of these. So imagine I said, okay, well, it looks like my period is about 10. And so I want my B value to be 2 pi over 10, which is pi over 5. I can come here and I can type in P. Now notice I typed in PI and it automatically makes it pi over 5. And so I can automatically determine the period if it does a bad job of doing that. And so I can tell it how many variables I want and how I want it to optimize. Okay. Hopefully this video has been helpful. And if you have any other questions, please let me know.